My hut stands in the forest on the slope of Shhh in a place you won't find on any map, not because it doesn't exist, but because my hut does not wish to be found. It is surrounded by fog, such a thick gray fog that appears from nowhere and vanishes into nowhere, in which you lose your orientation after 3 steps. Tourists who get lost in this fog return later to the shelter and say, "Strange fog, thick, and it smelled of herbs." And no one pays attention to it, because people do not notice magic, even when it is treading on their heels. The hut is small, smaller than you think. 2 rooms, one for living, one for magic. In the first one, there is a tiled stove, old, dark green, with tiles engraved with protective runes. But people think they are ornaments, decorations, folk patterns. Let them think so. There is a table made of oak wood, a bench, 2 stools, shelves with herbs, hundreds of jars, bottles, sachets, bundles of dried plants. On the walls hang wreaths of garlic, birch brooms, bundles of lavender, strings of dried mushrooms. It smells of honey, smoke, wild thyme, and something else. Something you cannot name, but which makes you feel safe at once, as if you returned to a home you never had but always sought. In the second room, no one enters there but me. There is my mortar, my broom, my divination bones, my spinning wheel, my mirror of water, my violet fire. There I work. There I cast spells. There I open gates. The yard? I have a garden, small, wild, overgrown, unlike any garden you have ever seen. Herbs grow in it that do not grow anywhere else in Poland, because I brought them here from places you do not know, from times you do not remember. Mugwort grows here, taller than I am. Mandrake grows here. Yes, that mandrake, the one that screams when you pull it from the earth. And no, it's not a fairy tale. It really screams, with such a thin, piercing voice that birds fall from the branches. Black elder grows here, from which I make a tincture for dreams. Whoever drinks it dreams real dreams, dreams that show the future. Roses grow here, black roses, for I have such tastes, black as a raven's wings, with thorns like needles, smelling so intensely that when you stand close, your head spins and you see things. Things that were, things that will be, things that could have been if you had chosen otherwise. Around the garden is this fence of bones, but now it looks different than before. Now it looks like an old wooden fence, a bit crooked, a bit mossy, with strange ornaments on top. Only if you look closely, really closely, in the right light at the right time, will you see that these ornaments are skulls, small animal skulls woven into the wood, covered with moss, almost invisible. And at night, but who looks at someone else's fence at night? At night they glow, pale greenish, barely noticeable, but they glow. How do I look now? If you met me, you wouldn't recognize me, and that's the point. I look like an older woman, 70, maybe 80, hard to say. A face furrowed with wrinkles, but eyes young, bright, piercing, such that when I look at you, you feel as if I see right through you, that I read you like an open book. Hair gray, long braided or pinned under a headscarf. A mountain scarf, one with flowers, because I like flowers. I wear long skirts, wool sweaters, heavy boots. I wear amber beads, not for decoration. Amber protects. Amber is fossilized resin, fossilized blood of trees, and the blood of trees has power. On my neck I wear a small pouch with herbs, always, everywhere, even in sleep. In this pouch is sage, garlic, salt, and earth from my garden. It is my talisman, my shield. People in the area know me, but they don't know who I am. They think I'm an eccentric old woman living alone in the forest, gathering herbs and talking to a cat. They come to me for advice. Mrs. Jadwiga, what for a sore throat? Mrs. Jadwiga, that elderberry syrup you made last year, could we have some more? Mrs. Jadwiga, my daughter can't sleep, has nightmares. Could you take a look? And I help. I give syrups, ointments, tinctures. I whisper words over them that they don't understand, but which work. And people say, this Mrs. Jadwiga is strange, but her syrup works better than what they give at the pharmacy. Jadwiga, that's what they call me here. Jadwiga Jagodzinska. I smile when I say that. Jagodzinska. Yaga. Do you understand? I hid my name in my surname in plain sight where no one looks for it. How do I feel? You ask me how I feel. Oh, child. I feel old, tired, but not with the tiredness that is cured by sleep, with the tiredness that is cured only by meaning. And meaning I have. I have my forest, my herbs, my magic, my quobuk, my bejis, my rusalkas, my Leshy. I have my springs, my stones, my stars. I have people who come for help, even if they don't know who they are really coming to. But I am also sad, because the world is changing, the forest is shrinking, the springs are drying up, the air tastes different than it used to, worse, heavier, as if someone had dissolved something poisonous in it. People do not listen to the wind. They do not talk to trees. They do not know that stones speak. They do not know that the river has a soul. They do not know that the earth under their feet is alive, that it breathes, that it feels, that it remembers. And fewer people come for help, not because they don't need it, they need it more than ever, but because they don't believe. They don't believe in the power of herbs, in the power of words, in the power of fire, in the power of an old woman who sits in the forest and knows. They prefer pills, they prefer screens, they prefer fast, easy, effortless. And magic requires effort. Magic requires faith. Magic requires time. And you have no time. You have no time for anything. You run, and you don't know where to. But I don't lose hope, because I know something you don't know. I know that everything is cyclical. I know that after winter comes spring. I know that after darkness comes light. I know that people will return to the forest. They will return to the earth. They will return to the fire. They will return to me. Maybe not now. Maybe not in a year, maybe not in 100 years, but they will return because they need me, because they have always needed me, because I am what is missing in your world. I am silence, I am wisdom, I am patience, I am the one who waits. And now, in the end, I will give you advice. One piece of advice, as old as I am, as old as the world. Listen to the earth. I don't say it metaphorically. I mean it literally. Take off your shoes, go out on the grass, stand, and listen. Listen with your feet, for your feet hear what your ears do not hear. Feel how the earth pulses beneath you, slowly, rhythmically, like the beating of a huge heart. For the earth has a heart, and that heart beats. It has been beating for billions of years. And when you stand on it barefoot and close your eyes and breathe deeply, you will hear that beat, and you will feel that you are not alone, that you have never been alone, that the earth holds you, carries you, feeds you, protects you, that you are its child just like me. Listen to the earth, listen to the water, listen to the fire, listen to the wind. Listen to the old woman who tells you this from a hut on a chicken leg, from the heart of the Table Mountains, from the border between worlds, from a place where time does not flow but stands still, listen and be, just be. And now I blow on the candle. The flames on my fence go out. Beiges curls up on my chest. Quobook mumbles behind the stove. The forest rustles. The fog wraps my hut like a quilt, and I close my eyes. Good night, child. Sleep well. And if you dream of a forest, if you dream of a path, a hut, an old woman with eyes like two fires, do not be afraid. It is me. I came to tell you that all is well, that you are safe, that magic exists, that it has always existed, and that it always will, as long as someone listens, as long as someone believes, as long as someone stands barefoot on the earth and feels its heartbeat. Good night.